Most people get tripped up in interviews because the answers that they've prepared are one dimensional. We're going to have a look at a little practice tip that can help you ensure that your answers have the depth that they should have and retain flexibility. Think about cars. If you were to buy a car that only operated in one circumstance, one situation, then it might not be that great for day to day use. Cars nowadays have multiple modes. They've got comfort mode where maybe the suspension gets a bit softer. They've got sport mode where maybe a little bit extra power gets unlocked. They've got eco mode where maybe the power band is reduced or the tyre pressure is increased so that they're less wear, whatever it might be. When it comes to our answers, we need to ensure that we've got those different modes that we can use with each answer. And how we do that is by taking each answer and using it to answer different questions. So the answer that you've given in relation to tell me about a time when you had to overcome budgeting restraints, you can use that same answer for tell me about a time when you had to change your product to meet new governance and regulation, or tell me about a time when you had to get lots of people on board with a new idea when there was voices against it to start with, or tell me about a time when you had to change processes so that your customers got a better outcome. When you've got one answer that you know is flexible enough for each of those questions, you've got confidence that it's a lot stronger, that it's a lot more depth to it. And when you do use that, you can bring in the answer that they're looking for, but you can bring in some of the other bits too. If you can practice in that way for 3 or 4 or 5 of your answers, you know that they're going to be strong enough to use flexibly, and it gives you much more confidence as you go into that interview. Let's create a career you love.